All right. Welcome back, everyone. So our last video, we left off on Sleeves Quest. A few thoughts came to mind before I started the video today, and I remember these are things that I wanted to talk about, which I don't remember. Let's say the things I remember as they come to mind. So my quest, as you know, was always to find two inner sleeves that fit one another. And so you get the thinnest plastic around the card, yet getting a proper seal so that dust doesn't get in, or air. Air, by the way, is more than just dust. It has content, which would be best to not expose the card to the environment. Now, we're not gonna go all the way down to seal. Some people will seal entirely their cards. It's not necessarily something I can achieve or do or want or now the thing with the two inner sleeve is that it would make the card have less resistance to bend, which is important when you shuffle or when you pass it to an opponent for them to shuffle. So you do want some kind of sturdiness, which you don't get from two inner sleeves one another. You do get pretty, but you also get that you can't pass it to someone else to shuffle because you might regret that, and they might be like, come on man, I didn't know, what are you doing, you're passing me this thing, it's flimsy, what the fuck. And so I really like maybe the thin inner and a thicker outer sleeve for that robustness. So that's one thought that came to mind that I thought I'd let people know. So after looking at different types of sleeves, outer sleeves, watching videos in all kinds of languages to try to see if anything would compare to what I'm seeing from Dragon Shield, I decided not to experiment, simply go for Dragon Shield. And I bought 4 boxes, and that's 400 sleeves, which is enough for our starter decks, which is 50. So it's 6. If you want to count, 16 sights, 36 spells. That's 52 plus the avatar. That's 53 times 4. So times 2, which is 106 to 12. So 212 required. Plus I have my own deck that I want to make, or another, which we could use the pre-con cards to do. I do have a box, but I haven't opened it. Oh, let me show you something. Oh, I bought a booster case. Ugh. I think it looks pretty hot. Little booster case from oh, I can't remember who. Ultra Pro, it says here. Ultra Pro, just like $6 or $7 for a little case. You can just open it like this, put your pack, put it down, flat surface here and on the sides. I think it looks pretty good. There's quite a delay on my camera, I notice. Hopefully everything will be all right. I think that looks fantastic. What else? So another 53 for my own deck, which I'll probably make 2. So that's another 106. And we were at 212. So that's 318. So we're just above 300 sleeves, which means I had to buy 4 boxes at 400 sleeves. Plus we got extra in case. Plus there's some good cards like those that we might not play that we do want to sleeve. Can't believe this thing is going for $100 right now. What an early market we are in. The rubbles, you probably want to put them in. What's wrong with my avatar of fire? Can you see the difference? It just looks so dark. Very dark. The writing also quite dark. When you compare it to another. And we get a little closer. Definitely not a curio. Can you see that it's thicker? Its camera's not doing it justice. So it's much darker, bolder. I think that's more of a quality thing. I wonder how many people have a bolder avatar of fire. And what does that mean for the foils if people do? Okay, so let's get to the business. Clear classic. So not the clear matte, but the clear classic. Right, so clear classic has a clear back, whereas the clear matte has more of an opaque back. Let's compare since we're both here. So the front looks fantastic for both. I don't know if I can report a difference in thickness necessarily. That won't give it justice as much. We'll do what we must. Come on, I'm trying to make a video here. Impressive. Surprising. I'll just click a button, I guess. Want to let it autofocus. Sorry for the bullshit. Okay, I think this is fine, very fine. The front, very similar in quality, thickness. I think mostly the same. Those feel a little thinner, I'll be honest. The clear ones, the plastics feel a bit thinner. But that's just my personal reporting. I haven't measured it. Maybe a little bit of hope. Another thing I do is I put them in my boulder to flatten them out. And so I stuff the damn thing. Not one more card though, because it's gonna crack the boulder. But as many of those fit in the boulder, so either of. So I don't think there's gotta be no thickness difference. Well, I don't know if I can say that because I don't know. So what happens in my boulders is that I can't put 100 cards. We know that. Anyway, it never fits in the boulder. That's my point. I don't know if that means anything because we've got 2 more cards here. We got 106 cards, right? Um, so yeah, very pleased with the clear. And my goal right now is to show you the clear. So let's do that. Slides very well in. No problem. I'm gonna do this little pile because that's what I have here. Do have to press the air out, but that's because it hasn't been compressed long enough to shape the plastic quite a bit. So, I mean, it looks fantastic. It looks fantastic. What's the exposure here? Hey, don't stream, huh? Huh? This camera bullshit. Fucking camera, please work. I just want to stream. See this? How dark this is compared to the rest? Guess who this is? I'm not kidding. Yeah, so some of them are darker on the outer as well. I don't know if I can get it correctly, but a lot of that's really hard to perceive. Foils, they're looking fantastic. In terms of the detail in the art, not much is lost through the process. So again, I'm using Dragon Shield Inner and Dragon Shield Clear Classic with the Eugen type dragon. Which, by the way, my local store could not order this. My 2 local stores couldn't order it in Canada on the east, so I had to order those online. The complaints over the sleeves could be on the finish on the side. Let me find you an example. Those are all right, but some of them are a little like fucked. Boulder compress. I like the boulders for that. They really can compress. It looks worse than it is. Can you see this? Nice. Well, nice work, camera. Thank you. And can you see? Is there any issue here that comes up? Not too bad. Not too bad. Some of them had little like strings and stuff. You just have to fix. Looking good. Let's make a few piles, I guess. Again, this video is just for comparison's sake, or for anybody interested in sleeving them as nicely as possible. It doesn't give it justice. Wow, the camera does not give it justice. Let's see if I can not fuck up and show you different angles. I have no shoes. So I think going on is a little bit of transformation on my image. Let's fuck with OBS. Properties. No, not properties. Do you apply a filter? Filters. Edit filters. No filters. Okay. I'm just trying to add value over here. What do you want to see? Because I see it. I think I can't do any better than this in terms of sleeves. This has got to be. I don't want to say the name wrong. Jeff Menges, of course. I was about to say. Hey, it's really prioritizing exposure, which I don't know what that means, but there's a lag. Okay, what else is there to add to the preciousness? Not only does it look fantastic on the battlefield, being upside right, but it also looks fantastic as a library. Let's do the Atlas. Yeah, let's do the Atlas. Okay, what a mix-up. So I really like that they're all sleeved the same, because like, look, I've got Avatar of Water, Water Sight, Fire Sight. I can just decide to fucking shuffle things together, make a blue-red deck if I want. I think that's fucking awesome. At any point, I can just decide to make a blue-red deck. Come here. Or any other color. Fantastic. It looks great on the battlefield. Let's turn it around. In all of its majestiness. All right. It pops. I like it. So I hope this is enlightening in terms of anybody considering the clear classic. And then I'm gonna try to do one more thing, is maybe to reveal a detail. By the way, if you think the cards look so good on camera and you're like, wow, the detail, I'm gonna ask, do you wear glasses? Because I wear glasses, and let me tell you, when I remove my glasses, get those close to my nose, Oh boy. Okay, let's try this. So remove your glasses if you have any. Take a good look at that card when you have it in your hand. Okay. Can we perceive distinction in detail? You should. And so a little bit is lost, and you know, as you can tell, if you really want to keep that detail, I have a hard time just putting one sleeve in because it really got like full of dust. As I was like sleeving them into a second one, I noticed specks of dust, and I wasn't the only one sleeving, and they noticed the same as well. I would have to put two inner sleeve, but they would have to be tight and not too tight so that this one kind of shrinks and waves. So it's gonna be your quest, not mine. I prefer the thickness, the stiffness of the second one, just in case. You never know when you can like drop your card, you know, can I get it? Drop your card like this, and then you like put pressure on it. You're like, oh fuck, oh no, fuck my basic, fuck, you know, or you step. All kinds of bullshit can happen when you move fast. You're excited, you know, you're trying to catch a card as it falls. I like the stiffness, and of course, as we shuffle now. Of course, I think this video wouldn't be complete without a shuffle feel. So let's give it a shot. Let's grab the fire. Oh great, I don't know where this goes. I guess fire, because it's fire. Fire. It is fire. That's 16. So I really enjoy the shuffle feel. And if you like those sleeves and you want to play, I guess you have to learn to like shuffle calmly or without putting pressure. Because I've already started noticing the lines done by the corners here. So no issues with the Atlas. What is it, 16 cards? So easy. Let's count 36. 13, 14, 15, 19, 20. 28, 29, 30, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let me do that back. This 20. 16, 36. It looks a little thicker than maybe previously thought or considered. It's actually pretty small compared to like here's 100 cards, right? It's quite small, frankly. You know, shuffle feel is just try not to hit the camera and the cords and shit. Shuffle feel is as good as you would like it to be, frankly. And I'm not the best at shuffling at all. I'm giving it an angle as well right now, so that you can kind of measure with your eyes and your brain, your soul. Something that I can't define. Can you hear me? Okay. Is it worth it? Okay. So, very nice. Not too much air left, because we're pressing on it. Because that's what we want. We want like this part here to flat out, maybe over here as well. Anyway, I don't have the metrics for that. Okay, so hope you like the little update. Let me just consider if there's anything left to say that I can. There is, but I can't think about it. I think that's the most for now. All right. Have a good one.